All right, we're back here at Cajun Sports Radio. We do apologize for that. If you want to listen to part 1 of the episode, go to CajunSportsRadio.com. The computer froze on us. It was doing good, but it froze. We will hopefully fix that and add it to one episode, if not. But if you're just joining us, later on in the show, when we're done, you can go back and listen to part 1 of the show. Yeah, we were talking Saints football in part 1.
It happens.
All in all, in this St. Louis-Cleveland game, Brandon Weeden, 10 for 13, 112 yards, a touchdown. Bradford, 5 for 8, 102, and a TD. A lot of people have a lot of high hopes for the Rams this year.
Yeah.
Hopefully that they can come back. We'll see. We do apologize for that. We hate for that to happen. I hate breaking that.
It does happen every once in a while.
I hate to break the episode down into 2 parts.
And then we can do it.
That ain't happening in a while. Okay, next preseason game. Redskins, Titans. Redskins 22, Titans 21, no RG3.
I didn't figure that.
We're hearing
he's still on the bubble.
Well, he practiced. We're hearing that he's close to 100%, but don't expect to see him in the preseason.
I wouldn't.
But the story continues to be his backup, Kirk Cousins. He came in for RG3, but he was hurt and looked good, and he looked good the other night. He only attempted 7 passes, which is very interesting considering the fact that he was a backup. You'd think he would have got more work than that, but he did start the game.
But it kind of tells you something.
What it tells me is they know that RG3 is going to get hurt this year and that they're going to need him.
That's right.
He comes out and looks good again and shows up like he did last year in replacement of RG3. He's not going to be a Washington Redskin next year. He's going to be playing. He's going to be starting for somebody.
Somewhere else. That's right.
Rex Grossman came in, had a little bit of work. 119 yards at TD. The big story.
Look for Tennessee to be a threat this year.
I don't know. Jake Locker, 7 for 11, 58 yards. The big story was Chris Johnson. He's had a couple of down years. He had a big run, a big TD run. He had 2 carries for 60 yards and a TD.
Whoa.
So he's going to be another big fantasy threat for people. Redskins 22, Titans 21. For those of you just joining us, want to let everybody know that this is Cajun Sports Radio. You can find us at CajunSportsRadio.com. You can listen to the first part of this episode on CajunSportsRadio.com. As we do, this episode is broken down into 2 parts. Somebody else I was impressed with in this game, Dad, was Pat White for Tennessee. He came in and looked pretty good, man. He had a couple of... Remember Pat White? He was drafted by the Dolphins. He played for West Virginia. He looked really good in this game. He had a couple of good moves. He threw a touchdown pass, and he had a nice 2-point conversion. So, congratulations to Pat White.
Yeah.
49ers, Broncos. Broncos 10, Niners 6. Ugh. Well, I couldn't believe in this. Okay, Colin Kaepernick looked hella good. 4 for 4, 38 yards. He didn't have a touchdown. But the thing I couldn't figure out is he ran in this game.
Why?
I don't know. Manning, 2 for 4. He didn't last long either.
I can't understand that. We talked about that the other night. How in the hell you going to have a quarterback, your starting quarterback going to run in a preseason game?
Doesn't make sense to me either.
No, that wasn't to me. That wasn't a play call.
Well, no. A lot of times when the quarterback runs, it's not the sign. He runs when he can't find nobody open.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
You don't do that.
I don't get it. And speaking of running quarterbacks, Russell Wilson for Seattle in this game, Seahawks 31, Chargers 10. He ran too.
Yes.
He ran too in this game.
I don't.
In this game, Russell Wilson 2 for 6, not too good, 23 yards, and he had that scramble. On the San Diego side, Phillip Rivers 5 for 6, 45 yards. He had a couple of good passes, but then he had some kind of empty passes. The main story, Ryan Matthews, 3 for 19. A lot of people, Dad, have a lot of high hopes for him this year at running back. But all in all, I want to ask you this. Do you think that Seattle and San Francisco is going to have the success they had last year? Will they be competing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I know for sure San Francisco. I'm kind of iffy about Seattle.
I'm not. Seattle will compete.
I'm not saying they won't compete, but I don't know if they're going to have the success. I think the division might have gotten a little...
Who's Seattle's coach, man?
Pete Carroll.
That's all you got to say.
What do you so?
It's just Laine. He has always been. I knew who the coach was. Y'all just want Laine to tell me again. He is very competitive. He is gonna make some noise.
I'm not ready to call Pete Carroll a great coach. I mean,
I always thought when he was with USC, I always thought he's just a good coach.
Yeah, but I'm not ready to compare him to just to say because they have him that they're gonna have a good season. I don't know. I've never been that.
He just wanted them that he's gonna.
I mean, I like Pete Carroll.
He wanted they're gonna pull out there. They're gonna have something.
I'm just not. I don't think he's that great of a coach. He's okay, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't put him in that upper echelon. All right. Big story in this one. Jets 17, Lions 26. There's a quarterback battle brewing in New York between Mark Sanchez and Geno Smith, the rookie out of West Virginia.
Geno Smith's going to get the job.
Well, some scary things happen in this game. Let's start off with Mark Sanchez. He goes 10 for 13, 125 yards, but he had a nasty pick early in the game. They booed him off the field. But later,
they don't like him.
Later redeemed himself, scored a touchdown. He told the media last week that he thinks it's bogus, that he should even be competing for a job. He should be the starter.
No, I don't think so.
Well, Geno comes in, goes 6 for 7, 47 yards, but here was the scary thing. He runs. And as he runs, he twists his ankle, and it looked nasty, and everybody thought he was done. He broke his ankle. He gets up, walks off the field. We're hearing that he's going to be okay.
I've never seen an NFL team that hates their quarterback as much as Sanchez. Why does their own fans hate him so much?
Because he's bad. He's been terrible.
Yeah, but goddamn, you gotta.
Okay, well, how many people hated Aaron Brooks when he was doing bad? It's simple. If you ain't doing good, who's going to want you at quarterback?
I don't like Sanchez anyway. I don't think he
started off hot. He started off hot in his career.
He has never impressed me.
First 2 years, he took that team to the AFC Championship.
When he ate that hot dog on the sidelines, that was it. That was it. The team was losing. He was eating a hot. Remember that, Laine? Bowie laughed.
Yeah.
Me, you, Uncle Scott, and shit. You remember that? Bowie laughed.
I know it.
But anyway, y'all, we're just going back to old times, just laughing about it.
Detroit, Stafford, 3 for 8, 58 yards.
He's a good quarterback.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Very good.
Reggie Bush. It was a story out of him, Dad. He had. I know he only went 3 for 5, but man, he had 2 good runs that were unbelievable. He hopped over people and all. He is a story in Detroit. What's Reggie Bush gonna do?
I don't understand. Still don't understand why Miami got rid of him.
A lot of people.
I don't understand that. Well, in our case, when the Saints got rid of him, I ain't going there. But
for the money that we would have loved to keep him, but for the money he wanted, it didn't make sense.
Miami?
He looked good in Miami, man.
He looked good in Miami.
He had 1,000 yards last year.
What happened there? When it gets down to a serious question, I always got to go to my boy Laine. What happened? Why did they get rid of him?
Money had to be a factor, I'm guessing.
I don't understand. No, there's no way this time. He's going downhill now.
No, he had 1,000 yards last year.
No, but I'm not talking about money, Laine.
No, he's not going to go downhill on his money.
So
if he has a better year, why would he want less money?
But what I'm saying, though, do you think Detroit offered him more money?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Because Miami got, I don't understand why Miami got rid of him. He's a damn good running back.
Money.
I guess. I don't know.
Money. That salary cap. They couldn't afford to keep him. Detroit paid him more. And really, what's very hard to understand like that, Detroit has more weapons, so you would think they would have a harder time.
That's what I'm... Thank you. That's what I'm getting at.
I don't know, but I'm excited. I hope... What scares me is they made a comment that they were going to use him similar to what the Saints used him. If they do, that's not going to... He works better in Miami. If they use him the way we did, he's not going to have the success that he had in Miami.
In Detroit?
No, in Miami.
Oh, yeah.
If the success... No, you were right. He's not going to have the success like he did in Miami.
Yeah, right. For Detroit.
For Detroit.
Hey, hats off. Hats off to Detroit.
Calvin,
Reggie Bush still got a lot of gas, yeah. He ain't out of gas.
If you use him,
you got to run. Yo, as far as speed, he's on. As far as speed and fast, he's like Sproul.
Well, speed and fast, same thing.
You know what I mean. No, but everybody at one time would say, "Oh, Reggie Bush over there, whatever." As far as the speed, he's on real, man.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
receiving wise, Calvin Johnson, Megatron. He broke the receiving record last year. Had 3 big catches for 58 yards. The dude's just an animal.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to say about him. By the way, coming up later in a little while on the show, Coyote said that they're returning. Patriots, Eagles. All right, Friday, a story broke that Philly was looking to cut ties with Michael Vick. It was a rumor. Nobody knows if it was true. What? That they're ready to move on.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he heard it or what happened. Man, he looked good in this game. Mike Vick, 4 for 5, 94 yards, 1 TD. His offensive line finally gave him time to throw the ball. Man, and then Foles, his backup, kind of looked a little... Matt Barkley, he had a lot of work, 11 for 23. I don't know. He looked good. I know this was the first game for New England. Stephen Ridley, the LSU running back, 8 carries, 92 yards of TD. Well. He had a big running.
Yeah, he did well. So they were talking about cutting ties with Vic?
And they want to go with Foles, but Vic looked good.
Give Vic another 2 years, he's done.
If that.
Yeah, he's downhill.
The other thing that I was excited to see, LeGarrette Blount, the old Tampa Bay running back, came in and got a lot of work, 11 carries, 101 yards, 2 TD.
Wow.
He could be a big fantasy option this year. All right. We always got to talk Tebow. Ryan Mallett is the backup. He backed up Brady when Brady went out. By the way, Brady's stats 7 for 8, 65 yards, touchdown. Well, Mallett gets in the game, throws 18 passes, then gets hurt. Guess who has to come in for Mr. Mallett when he gets hurt? Tebow. 4 for 12, 55 yards. He looked, in some of them passes, they were so terrible. Watching the highlights, he's not an NFL quarterback.
And I feel bad for the guy, man. I thought, man, when he come out of Florida, I thought he was going to be wide open.
There were scares about his throwing motion, though, when he came out of college. He just didn't have to throw the ball far down the field in college. Yeah. Part of what he did was running, but receiving, man. We got a lot of new weapons for New England. No Wes Welker, no Hernandez, no Gronkowski right now. So there's a lot of new faces that look. Dan Amendola being one.
Look at that. A lot of them is like
a lot of new faces over there, and good luck.
Belichick, he'll figure something out.
Good luck. By the way, Patriots 31, Eagles 22. Dolphins, Jaguars.
That is easy. Just remember.
What can we say about this one real quick? Get it over with.
Yeah. Laine, it's true. Just get that one.
Ryan Tannehill, 5 for 9, 75 yards. Henne, 8 for 11, 87. Gabbert, 5 for 10, 19. I would like to see Henne have a chance to start. Gabbert, to me, has never impressed me, Dad. I don't know what it is, but we'll see. Moving on. By the way, final score in that one, if you care, was Dolphins 27, Jags 3. Cardinals, Packers, which we have something to report later in Coyote segment about former LSU players in their NFL debuts, which has something to do with this game. Dad, Arizona 17, Green Bay 0.
I seen that. What's the deal with that, man?
Well, let's get to that here. Stats-wise, as we know, we love stats here at Cajun Sports Radio. Aaron Rodgers, 3 for 5, 62 yards. Carson Palmer, he's going to be the new face of Arizona. I've questioned him, but he looked good in this game. 4 for 6, the former Oakland Raider and former Cincinnati Bengals. He had 77 yards, 1 TD.
Yeah.
Looked good in this game. Like I said, we got some news to report as far as LSU that pertain to this game. So stick with us. Once again, this is the second part of 2 parts of Cajun Sports Radio. Listen to the first part. You'll see it on CajunSportsRadio.com.